Somebody said that Brooklyn needed a little balance. I think we found it. The change niggas pitch when we found it all in the fountain. To the top we mountain. At the top we bigger than mountains. Take your shit, we bouncing. Ain't no making no damn announcement. Said I gotta get it. Gotta have it, don't you forget it. Steady representing. It's a habit, I never quit it. Got a lot of carrots and snow bunnies. Never committed, watch me murder it.
Yo, this is Billz. Tune in. Brooklyn Balance. You know what time.
Hey everybody, it's MW Free and you are now watching Brooklyn.
All right, y'all, welcome back to part 2 of a Brooklyn's Balance episode. It is me again, your host, Miss Meekz, and now I have a co-host. New co-host, introduce yourself.
Hey y'all, it's MW Free.
And then we have 2 guests that we're going to have them sit here and be guests because I don't think they're going to be able to handle this topic pretty well. So go ahead, guests, introduce yourself again.
4 green Billz.
Right?
My name is Zayy Strong. How you doing?
That part. So today's topic, which is a part 2, is going to be gender roles. So what we're going to talk about is gender roles in the old school. Because I find that there's a lot of situations now that, you know, these men be bitches, but we're going to get to that point.
Lord.
So this topic kind of came about because Free brought it up the first time she came to the studio.
I did?
Yeah, when you said about your son taking out the garbage because you ain't going to take out nobody's garbage. So that's how we're going to start. What gender roles were back in the days, because I think a lot of people don't understand what gender roles are. Because I find that we struggle. Like the man's job is to provide and protect. Solely that's it. You agree with that?
Back then.
Back then.
Yeah.
Back then with Pop, yeah. Pop had to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
Mom stayed in the crib, raised the kids,
Mm-hmm.
cook the food, clean the house. Sometimes she might balance a checkbook. Depending on how skilled she is.
Right.
But she usually didn't have no job. And if she did have a job, then she was probably catching a little flack for it. They probably called her husband saying he had no money.
Well, they had little jobs back in the day.
They had little part-time jobs, but usually
First of all,
she had a
that
part-time
man
job.
Papa just took me out.
Right? We just keep looking at him like, okay.
I'm like, Papa, really?
His name Pop, bro.
Papa. Yeah, that's a fact. Papa was the provider and protector. Papa brought home the bacon.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's, or Mama, she
The
made
big
the food. Big Mama made the
Was
food.
it good or
Papa
not?
brought the bacon.
Did it work?
Did it work?
Mm.
Are you asking if it worked?
Did it work?
Of
Yes.
course it worked.
It did.
It did, but it didn't.
I feel like
It worked for
definitely
Papa.
did.
It worked for the house.
But y'all had so much stuff on the underside that y'all wasn't even talking about.
That's a fact.
Wait.
I agree.
Papa always had a mistress.
Papa, listen,
Okay.
Papa was a
Everybody,
rolling stone.
Pop got a side chick.
That's a
Because
fact.
his job was to provide and protect.
That means
And once
get pussy on the side?
once he did that job, Big Mama ain't say nothing. Big
At
Mama
all.
let Papa do what he had to do because the house was
Pop
taken
could do a lot
care
of
of.
stuff because he made money.
And it
Right.
was more, the population was higher, that there was more women than there was men. Because a lot of men were getting killed off because they were going to war.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So that is exactly why.
Dangerous job.
All right, so
Right,
more women,
right.
I can say it. Copy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So do y'all agree with men should provide and protect?
What we talking about now?
In
We
the same
still-
wait. In the same way as Papa and them did, or in a newer
talking-
age
yeah,
way?
I'm talking-
I
we're
still
talking
want to
about this.
say in the new way, if you had kids, not us and what we went through,
Okay.
would you still show them those old school ways, which is get a job, you're the provider of the house, you are the man.
Yes.
I
Because
would
that
tell
is
them
the
about
gender
it.
role.
100%.
I would tell them about it. The
I feel like
time
a
change.
man should be a man.
Mm-hmm. And what does that
and the
mean?
most general stance, what I mean is a man should go to work.
Okay.
A man should be able to take care of himself.
Okay.
Just basic stuff.
Yeah.
Of himself or himself and his family?
Yeah, let's get
A man, and I'm talking just a man in general,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
should be able to take care of himself.
Okay.
Now, when he's with his spouse,
Mm-hmm.
yes, he should be able to take care of the household. He should be able to feed them, clothe them, keep them happy.
Okay.
I agree with that.
The trick is now a lot of females make a lot of money.
Correct.
The trick is,
we go we gonna get to that.
I was still talking about old school.
We
No,
gonna
we
get
still
to
talking about old school. So old school, we agreed that Papa or Big Papa now, because we talking about now, right? So Big Papa should be able to provide
Mm-hmm.
financially, put shelter over the home,
Mm-hmm.
and make sure that the home is fed.
Right.
Right?
Correct. That means he
That's where it
brings the
starts.
food. Correct. And
Right?
now the women should be cleaning the house, taking care of the kids, as far as discipline as well, because a lot of people don't talk about that.
Oh, yeah,
The women
Papa
should be
beat that us.
let me finish. The women should be taking care of home as far as cleaning it, cooking this food that he's bringing home for everybody, which is him and the children. She handles the child rearing because that was a part of the gender roles
Wait,
because
so
the
y'all
kids
actually-
are with
You talking
her.
about now?
No,
So
back in the
that's-
days. We talk about back
Back
in the days.
she might scold the kid.
But Big Papa was the one that laid down to him.
Wait till your daddy get home.
That's a fact.
There's even a song about that.
So now you know
So
what's
it's
funny?
still the discipline.
Now you know what's funny? I literally said this to my sis. You know, I was talking to Deja on the phone,
Gotcha.
and I said this to her yesterday. I was like, "Ooh, if I was to ever have another child, I can't wait to say to my child, "Ooh, don't let me call your father." Like I said that to her yesterday. I still want to do that to this day.
Listen, listen,
Yeah.
because that's still putting that fear in them. That's still
True.
that form of discipline
Right.
that you still have to do. So they handled it.
Right.
They they did that, and they made sure they made up to school, and then they handled whatever little odds and evens. They did go to work as far as taking care of other people's homes as well,
Right.
cleaning,
Those type of jobs,
so
yeah.
on
Right,
and so
right.
forth. And of course, the biggest word that everybody wants to continue to use before y'all go crazy is be submissive.
That's
So
a
now,
big one.
being submissive and being feminine, we all agree that that's what gender roles is according to back in the day, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now we move to new age. What is gender roles now?
There
There are
no
no. Because how many
roles
genders
now.
do we have?
I'm not even going to do that.
I'm gonna say there are no gender roles now because there are
That's
so
what I
many
said.
people who no longer fit into that same box.
Okay, so
Sorry.
let on Brooklyn's Balance, we like to balance that out.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to teach. I
Right.
really don't care about nobody else's opinion.
Mm-hmm.
We have two genders, right? We have men and we have women, and then
shit.
all the subtitles
Shit,
underneath
she
it.
did
That's what I'm
Oh,
talking about.
shit.
We're talking about, we went from old school gender
did it,
roles
she did it, she
to
did it.
now new age gender roles. No matter if you're one of the subcategories underneath, because me knowing that community coming from,
Nah, I got you.
listen, coming from the whole dance world and the whole gay world, they still identify with either
said
feminine
the gay
or
world.
being
Masculine.
masculine.
Correct.
So they're not going to take offense to this whatsoever.
Nobody should take it.
So
But they are.
a man being a man and a woman being a woman, or being feminine and being masculine, does that exist today? I'm not talking about feelings. I'm talking about roles.
It does, but it's not. It's a little bit watered down.
Okay. How so?
Okay, I went out with a female. Let's say I go out with a female. We go out to lunch, dinner, something like that. If something pop up, it's gonna be on me.
Because you're supposed to protect.
Whether she thinks it's me or not,
But why
it's
you
gonna
starting
fall
it?
down. If something happens, if something happens, they gonna say, "Yo, Bill, what you do?" I can't say I ran.
At all.
I gotta
Okay.
say, I still have to be a man,
As a
to that
man, you have to
extent.
protect.
That's one thing. Now with the money thing, that's a whole nother.
That's
thing.
different.
Right.
So you still got to protect in this day and age, because if a man walks out on a woman with no matter what the altercation is, that is when you are no longer a man.
Well,
So no lie, the bare
Wait.
minimum, if you're with a woman and that's somebody you care about, I don't care if you get your ass whooped.
Not even if you
Get in the goddamn fight.
Not
don't
even
let
if
her,
you
don't
care
let her get
about
slapped out in front of you. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not standing for every woman.
That's you.
That ain't me. That ain't me. That's
who I had that.
I can't do it, bro. I can't do it.
I ain't
Because
gonna lie.
there are some women who write a check
Mm-hmm.
that my ass can't cash. And I'm not about to do it.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie. And that's part of being a man
rewind.
too.
Sorry.
That's part of being a man too.
I want to understand what you mean by what you just said.
So, alright, think about it, right?
Wait, you said there's some women that write a check that you can't cash.
Uh-huh.
Explain that
That's a
to
metaphor.
me.
It's a metaphor.
I'm like, explain that
Metaphorically
real
speaking,
quick. Got
there
it.
are certain women who go and they talk a lot of shit.
Got it,
Or
okay.
do certain things to people.
So they
and then look
put
to the nigga
them-
with them.
got it,
And it's
okay.
like, hey,
Done.
do that.
Got
you
it.
know.
They welcome danger.
Got it.
Now, if
Got it.
you my woman, my sister, my cousin, by obligation,
Got
I'm gonna
it.
hold you down.
Okay, I understand that. I respect it.
But a lot of people don't. A lot of men are not like that though.
I respect
I honestly don't blame you.
I'm saying a lot of men are not like that.
Because
They're
a
not
lot of
gonna
niggas
just
shoot
jump.
people.
You shouldn't want to just jump.
Mm-hmm.
You should make me want to make sure you're comfortable. Honestly, it might sound crazy, but you should, because some girls, I know some girls, they'll be half naked. I'm like, damn, you already put me at risk.
Mm-hmm.
Soon as I walk,
that's rough.
I'm
But
just
now
saying.
this shows the two different type of men, because
Because-
this is what the
Because
gender
that-
role
that's-
gets confused at, and
Yeah,
I feel
because
like
that's
Billz
rough.
is more accurate. But I hear what you're saying.
But that's
still
also-
your job
wait.
is still to protect, no matter what it is.
Not all women.
Because there's still somebody's mother,
I am not
sister,
Captain
grandmother,
Protect
whatever
all
the case
women.
may
yes,
be.
but no.
But I want to understand what Billz is saying about, because what you just said kind of opened my eyes up a little bit to something else. Because what you said there's someone that's walking around half naked and is putting you in a situation. Why?
Why? Because dudes be thirsty.
Yeah, somebody gonna say something. Men are now gonna step out to test his level of masculinity
Okay.
to see if he's going to protect.
So as a woman, it's her responsibility to make sure that she either clothes herself in a certain way or maneuvers in a certain type of way to make sure that you as that man are not gonna possibly get into something?
Because that's what that sounds like.
That's what it sounds like.
Listen,
That's why I wanted to tap into it. I wanted to understand.
Hold on, listen to me. And this is for me with anybody. It ain't even just female.
Okay.
If I go out with Zay, he like to get drunk and fight, I got to be able to analyze the situation. And I'm going to tell him at one point in that night, Zay, we doing too much.
Okay. I respect it.
We doing too much. Same thing with a female. You look nice. I mean, you know how many females I've been with? And you look nice. All my friends are going to like you.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. Get ready. They looking at me. I'm like, get ready. It's not that I'm taking you to the wolves. It's just people come. People call me, yo, Bill. Oh, yeah, I see you out. Oh, we pull up. Oh, who's that? I like her. She's cool.
The disrespect be fast sometimes.
Boom.
Got it.
They won't say
Disrespect be
nothing
fast
to me.
sometimes.
Remind me to circle back to that point. Just somebody in the middle of it, just say women in clothing, and I'm gonna know.
Yeah, because we can talk about that all day long.
No. Do whatever you want.
It's gonna get me there. I got you.
No, we all do whatever we want. But certain things welcome certain things.
Correct.
I've been saying this for a while. You can live your life how you feel, but you cannot dictate how the outside world treats you for that shit.
Okay. That's fine.
And it's not just the females. It's to me.
If
I go out, I get drunk.
If you walk into a Lions Den, it don't matter. If you wearing steaks and you walk to a Lions Den, he gonna think you a steak.
Got it. Okay.
Now, it's not, he shouldn't eat you. No. It's not right. But it happens.
Nah,
you can't control him.
But go ahead, vice versa, because I like what you about to say.
It might seem unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
It might really do. I know a lot of girls who just like to look nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to tell them, listen, it's a lot of stuff that comes with a lot of things.
Correct.
It's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the way life is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really got nothing against you. You can do whatever you want. But I know 100 people that come to me, guys and girls, a year later, yo, Billz. And I'm like, yo, all I can do is just tell you what I think could happen and
but
how
that
to
work
get ready
both
for it.
ways too, because it work for dudes too.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
that's what I'm gonna get to. Most guys they write a check that they can't cash because you don't know who this man got beef with, who other wife or girlfriend he has messed with, and all you sitting there worried about is if I came outside with clothes. But it's not my job to protect, because all in all, the whole purpose of this is men are supposed to. What makes you a man is to provide and protect. At the drop of a dime, you think Captain America or Spider-Man was like, she wearing this, she don't deserve that. I don't know her.
As in, I'm
You
on the
still gotta do
defensive.
that.
Not as in I have to attack everybody.
Yeah.
No, not attack,
But that's what happens when you put in a
no,
situation.
no, but
So
what
if
Meek's
you-
point was the fact of, like, as a woman, right? Like, your point was, one point you made was you're not jumping in front of everybody because as
Not
women,
everybody.
sometimes women initiate and instigate things because this man is here, so I'm going to do this because now he's going to jump in. I respect that, I understand.
Right, understand.
Right? Meek's point is, though, us as women now, we're with you, right?
If you with me, I got you.
Hold
It's
on.
on you, yeah.
We're with you, and under the impression that you are going to protect, for example. But we go with you not knowing, for example, like what you got going on outside,
Correct.
or not, right? And we go with you under this thought and or
This
understanding.
pretense of I am
and this
going to
like,
be
I'm gonna
safe
be
no
okay.
matter what happens
Okay.
to me.
Boom. That's the hard thing
How'd I
about
prove
dating.
that to you?
That's the tough thing about dating.
Okay.
'Cause you don't know me.
Okay.
You know how
So that's
beef
if
I
you're
got.
talking about dating.
Right.
But now
we're not even talking about that yet. We're
Because
talking
I'm
about
not.
men and
Okay, but
women.
if you hanging with me, we still building. We still building. some
I'm not
type
even
of-
talking about
No, we're not
that.
talking about dating. We're talking about men
No,
and women.
no, I'm saying
Wait till
that
I
we.
just saw you on the street?
No, I'm saying.
No,
What I'm saying is,
knowing each other.
what
or
I'm,
just
we're
being
still
around each
building.
other.
We're still building,
Right.
so we still getting to know each other.
Okay.
So it's a whole lot of stuff that comes with that.
Right. If
Right.
you
Can't tell
ask
you right
me to
away I
know.
got beef.
But I'm saying if I'm just one lonely girl standing at the bus stop about to go to school, let's say I'm a teenager and you guys are older men and you guys are at that bus stop with me, and some random man, not even women, forget women, a random man just comes up to me and talks to me, and you know he's over age. Are you not going to protect as if I'm not
Yeah,
your
that's
sister or
completely
your
different.
daughter?
But you know-
No, but that's what we're saying. Women are not looking at it situationally based, because as a man, as a man, what we just
Why?
started with at the beginning.
Because how can every man be a protector when there are also things attacking you?
Listen,
Okay.
That's the point.
Okay, but do you
So
know how many?
point
Okay,
being,
let me
we
give you
can't
this.
change people.
Let's-
We know people like this in the world.
Yeah. Let's
You gotta sit
One
there
more
and
thing
take
real quick, I got
caution
it.
for what.
go ahead,
what
because I'm about
happens
to
out
move
there.
on.
Let's real quick. How many girlfriends and dudes been fighting? And sometimes you be like,
I'm
oh
not
shit.
getting involved in that.
Well, that's
Sit
different.
back.
I'm not saying
It's different too, because if y'all
disputes.
there's a difference between somebody beating you
Conditions.
up. No. Listen to his
No.
words. There's a very big difference between A, somebody getting beat up, or B, y'all fighting each other.
Mm-hmm.
Big
two different things.
All right, we got
two different things. So now I'm gonna move on.
We working.
So
with
this new school gender roles, we have modern women and single parents that we're gonna bring up real quick. So with that, you have a lot of these modern women are not expecting from it. We're the breadwinners. Mm-hmm. I don't need you to do that for that very reason because you ain't even trying to protect me. So I gotta come on my own protection.
They are expecting from me.
No. I'm expecting you to meet me at this level, but I'm not expecting you to provide and protect no longer for me.
That's expecting. That's expecting.
I have a different level of expectations.
I'm not expecting that. I don't know if I have a different level of expectation or I have a different level of requirement.
There we go. Well, me, I'm gonna say expectation.
What's the expectation of requirement?
Yeah. I expect you to do something because I want you to do it versus I require you to do it. You have to do it in order to.
It's non-negotiable. It's not
big difference. So I want you to versus you have to.
The fact of the matter is it still comes down to the same principle, whether you change the word or not.
No, it's not the same principle because expectation means I might accept a little less.
This is something we're gonna agree to disagree.
Expectation means I might take a little less. I expect you to do this, but you did. I expect you to be at 7, but you were at 6, and I'm gonna take it. Versus I require you to be at 7. You need to be at 7 and 8, or else I'm not taking nothing. It's a very big difference.
I get what y'all mean.
So the last thing that we're gonna end it out with that always causes a problem with people is body count. A lot of men expect us women in gender roles to not be so unscathed and touched while you guys are out there fucking the world. So why does a body count even matter? Or if I spoke to your friends or anybody else who I spoke to?
It's just preferential. I prefer nobody I know to have ever seen you naked.
Okay.
Like I said, I've been around a ton of females. I don't know how, I don't know why. It's kind of embarrassing when I'm going out my way for a female and I know 3 dudes she fuck.
Right.
And they walking up to me like,
is it?
It's embarrassing.
Is it?
It's embarrassing because y'all don't understand how dudes are.
No, I think it's also embarrassing when we know that you guys are overly experienced and you never made nobody come before. So y'all just out there fucking for what? For no reason?
That's crazy.
Wait, hold on.
And honestly, the guy's job, as we go back to it, is to provide and protect. And you guys ain't providing no happy ending. So unfortunately, I can't even let y'all finish that. But thank you guys for watching this episode of Brooklyn's Gender Roles.
She has some bullshit.